McCall runs to the other end to get a clear view of the thing. After asking the spirit to talk to him and not tease him anymore, McCall hears some distorted voices. McCall gets into a struggling mode as if something tried to attack him from behind. He immediately runs to the first house for his own.
Hello everybody and welcome to Gene's Reviews from a regular dude, where I do trailer reactions, I react to YouTube videos, I review YouTube channels, occasionally I'll review a movie, but really, I just do whatever the hell I want. Hello everybody and welcome to Gene's Reviews from just a regular dude. Before we get started, check out my Teespring store in the description. I have t-shirts, hoodies, coffee cups, tote bags, phone cases, all kinds of stuff. It's not required, but it's appreciated. Now let's get on with the video. Today we got one from The Haunter. I like this channel quite a bit. This is 6 scary ghost videos that will make you petrified.
What's up, people? Hope everybody's doing okay. Today, in another ghost video, we've got 6 scary ghost videos that'll make you petrified. Now, before we begin, let me warn you, some of these clips might get uncomfortably terrifying. Now, if you don't want to miss any of our videos, please subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell to get notified every time we post a new video. Let's get started. Number 6. Korean ghost hunter D-Doc McCall investigates a creepy house to capture some paranormal activities. And the second part of the house is just behind it. He enters the first house. As soon as he enters, he feels weird. The house seems to be in a complete mess. All the things are scrambled and broken as if somebody displaced or threw stuff all over the place angrily. However, he doesn't find anything here. Then he visits the second house. As soon as he entered, he said he felt something different. To be honest, this house looked quite spooky and dirtier than the first one. McCall says he feels some presence here, and this is where it gets really creepy.
와, 뭐야? 와, 저 섬뜩한.
A closet door starts moving on its own. McCall proceeds to the other rooms, passing through the scattered random objects on the floor. Suddenly, through a window, he sees something, which he believes to be the spirit that lurks in the house. McCall runs to the other end to get a clear view of the thing. After asking the spirit to talk to him and not tease him anymore, McCall hears some distorted voices. McCall gets into a struggling mode as if something tried to attack him from behind. He immediately runs to the first house for his own safety. Number 5. The Paranormal Paranoids.
That seemed like it was cut off pretty quick there.
Investigate Lincoln Elementary School, which has an incredible history dating all the way back to 1976. Laura, David, and Riley are on this mission to find whether the legends are true about a janitor haunting the school who died a gruesome death years ago.
Damn it! That made me jump. Just the noise, though.
You just closed that, right?
Oh,
What was that? Riley, what was that? Riley, don't go out by yourself, Riley. Come on. Chill. Where did that come?
I don't know.
Here, they encounter what looks to be an apparition or possibly even a living person. I don't know what's scarier. Throughout this mission, they hear a terrifying slamming noise, which sends one of the team members crying out of fright.
Yeah, they're like
door
hysterical.
sliding on its own. As they try to proceed while recording everything, in one corner, something really terrifying appears right in front of them. A really creepy looking apparition. They were able.
That looks alien to me. That doesn't look like anything like, as far as a spirit or a demon or anything. It looks alien. But, I mean, these people that get all hysterical like that, find a new line of work. I mean, seriously.
able to capture it on camera, although they got a little too scared. Right after they did, they immediately flee the place. Number 4. Ashik Tipu lives in Uganda and says that while driving...
Let me say something. I'm sure I'd be frightened too, but I think I would just leave. If anything, I wouldn't be like, like they act. Because I don't think that's natural, most of it. Let's go back.
Immediately flee the place. Number 4. Ashik Tipu lives in Uganda and says that while driving around late at night in the district of Pader, he stumbled upon something absolutely terrifying laying in the middle of the road. He became so startled that he had to pull out his camera to document his findings for his followers to see. Otherwise,
you know what bugs me really, really bad? If you look at all the shrubbery and everything, how clear it is and how good the camera looks and everything. Then you get down on this person and it's a blurry mess.
Nobody was going to believe him. As you already know, seeing is believing. But it certainly is hard to explain what this creature is in the video.
See?
As this was recorded in Uganda, we couldn't make out what the people were actually saying.
They purposely do that so they can fool you. It's nothing. It's their friend.
Below. Number 3. A man from the city of Medellin, Colombia, is simply enjoying his night outside his home when he suddenly sees something wandering the streets outside that causes him to pull out his camera to see if he can film it for the internet to see. The streets just outside his home seem to be pretty abandoned.
I've seen this one before.
Except for one lone figure. But this figure just isn't anybody.
Yeah, someone's pulling a sheet across the street on a wire or something.
This video was recorded on May 25th, 2017, which means it wasn't anyone wearing a Halloween costume. What do you think it was? Number 2.
I think it's just they strung a wire across the street from one point down maybe, and then just drug it across. Pulled it across with fishing line.
The investigation team from the YouTube channel El Payaso de la Toledo go to investigate a graveyard because graveyards are mostly where spirits lurk most of the time. And here, they succeed in encountering some paranormal activities.
Pues vamos a conocer la tumba de este gran señorón, Valentín Elizalde.
¿Qué pedo? Se te cayó la cachucha.
No me.
Starting the video with one of the team members, who specifically said something was facing towards the camera when his cap gets thrown off his head from behind. Eerie, right? Even more shocking is what happens next.
Did you notice the hat? Did the bill come up first? Let me go back. I want to see if the bill popped up first or if it just fell off his head.
Este gran señorón, Valentín Elizalde.
¿Qué pedo?
It looks like it's barely sitting on his head.
Se te cayó la cachucha.
No me.
Starting the video with one of the team members, who specifically said something was facing towards the camera when his cap gets thrown off his head from behind.
The way he raised his head and everything, they could have blasted that off with air. They could have pulled it off with fishing line. All kinds of things could have been done.
Eerie, right? Even more shocking is what happens next. As they continue their investigation around the graveyard, they happen to capture a dark shadow in the background. As one of the team members puts his flashlight on the dark
down
figure,
on his head a lot
something
better
pretty
now.
Scary happens.
Pa' acá. Están escuchando ruidos. Uy.
Hola. ¿Acá se escuchó?
Sí,
Hola.
ya. Ey, se ve una sombra allá, payaso.
¿Dónde acá?
Se ve una sombra.
¿Dónde dice Edwin y Karina? ¿Sí pasó
Allá.
algo,
Sí, se ve una sombra. Allá.
Hola.
Ey, alguien está parado ahí. Payaso, alguien está parado ahí.
Now it's gone. No.
¿Se cayó
Se
la cruz
cayó.
esta, Lorena?
Sí, 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 sí. Pero yo estaba viendo a alguien parado allá. Ya se me perdió.
Did you see it? Watch
Yeah.
it again closely. A cross falls over from its place. And how about that dark shadow figure? Kind of unusual, right? Number 1.
Cross could have been pulled over. It could have just fell. But I think it was planned to get him not looking at that figure that was standing there. And the figure was probably his brother, Jose.
exploring a haunted place in the Middle Eastern countryside. He visits an abandoned house, which looks new, except for the fact that some haunting activity keeps going on here.
Doesn't look very new to me.
House, Abdullah starts praying loudly in Arabic. He does this to feel safe and stay unharmed, but as he continues his mission, he starts experiencing some pretty scary events.
تسمعون أصوات غريبة. كأني سمعت صوت يا جماعة.
Edit.
بسم الله.
At first, he hears all sorts of noise, like doors shutting behind his back with a bang and weird noises coming from the adjacent rooms.
I heard the
He tries
one.
to follow the noises, and suddenly, that's when another door moves on its own, behind his back, followed by more noises from the other rooms. Just when he was sure there was nobody in the house aside from himself, he begins to feel scared, experiencing the unexplained, creepy events. There was no wind that could move those doors either. Just as he wanders around with these questions in mind, he jumps in fear as he notices something creepy and unusual in one of the windows.
ما في أحد في المكان.
Did you see it? A dark
No.
figure standing in the window, which later disappears when Abdullah runs towards it to get a closer look.
okay.
As his investigation comes to an end,
They always
the paranormal
disappear.
activity gets more intense and scarier. Abdullah hears some loud bangs and voices of somebody speaking something that we can't understand. Out of curiosity, he follows the noises and reaches the second floor. That's where he hears a laughing noise and where he notices something again. And that's everything I've got today, guys.
Yeah, those ghosts are camera shy. They always disappear right when you try to get closer. Now it's time for the joke of the day. All right. You know, I cut back on eating red meat. I stopped putting ketchup on my hamburgers. Thank you, everybody. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hashtag Mean Gene, all that fun stuff. And if you like this video, tell all your friends, leave a comment down below. And if you didn't like it, then just shut up. And I will see you next time.